Okay. Welcome to Four Shots.
Are y'all ready? We say the best for last.
Bitches, you ready?
I'm ready. I've been ready.
Okay.
You messed up. Right.
Okay. Hey, we're back. This is 4 Shots Later. This is our Friendsgiving episode. I'm Steph Marie.
I'm Brittany.
I'm Janine.
And I'm Joy Nicole.
And this is our beautiful guest, Camilah.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you.
She is restaurant owner and author
Yes. Okay.
of Love at First Bite. Did I say that right?
Yes.
I love that.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me.
So, do you have anything that you want to tell people about you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
On the spot.
Just ready to eat
This
this
day,
food.
maybe not. I'm so private. No one really knows anything about me. I don't know. I'm a mother. I'm a Clark Atlanta alum. Yes. I'm from Kansas City. I moved here in 2006.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I've been here for a minute. I studied business finance at Clark, and I really never had any intentions on opening a restaurant ever. Ever. I know my goal was to work on Wall Street when I finished school, and
Wow, this is so
I
opposite.
know. COVID really led me here. So I know. I had a crazy journey, but
Well, I'm excited for us to get into it, and we cannot wait to try her food. She is catering our
Thank you.
Friendsgiving, and woof,
Yes.
it's smelling, okay?
Y'all only knew.
If y'all didn't know, this is our Friendsgiving episode. I don't know if we said
She
that.
said
Oh,
it.
okay.
She said it.
This is definitely, we're ready to eat. I know I'm excited.
All right, so let's,
Get into the cocktail.
oh, shit.
You always forget the
You know
cocktail.
what?
You've been doing too much ready to drink.
Let me tell you, I've been doing too much ready to drinks, and I have not been demoing lately.
Right.
So I kind of forget the most important part, which is the cocktail. So we are doing a pumpkin pie martini.
Okay.
So it has vodka, half and half. She's on a no dairy, so we put in a little almond milk Baileys. I actually added that to ours too, and it just really took it to another level. Pumpkin puree, like the shit that you put for the pumpkin pie, that's in there. Some half and half and some maple syrup. Give it a good shake. Top it with some whipped cream and some cinnamon sugar.
All right. I like how you rimmed this.
I know.
Yes, and it's
So
rimmed.
cute.
Oh, let me not forget that.
Yeah.
It is rimmed with pumpkin spice and cinnamon sugar mixture.
Okay.
I cannot wait.
Tasty.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay, let's taste this.
Oh my.
I don't know how
Oh
to
my.
feel.
oh my gosh.
It's very pumpkin spicy.
Right, it's very pumpkin.
But it's dessert.
I was just gonna
Definitely.
say it literally is like a slice of pie.
Yeah.
And
That's
this
what it
like
tastes like.
rim is what like
Yeah,
makes
the
it-
rim is, yeah.
Yeah, the
'cause
rim
when you
makes it taste like a
that,
pie.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Y'all need
It's
to grow up.
creamy.
I feel like I need a fork.
It's creamy.
We should make commercials.
Mm-hmm.
This is really yummy.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, it's tasty.
Mine might be a little lighter than yours because I don't have the half and half in it.
You don't have the half and half, but I did. But after, okay, so I think about me as like I wanted to taste it to make sure. Like this is the first time I'm making it, and I was like, okay, what I want to taste it before I like serve it to somebody.
Right.
So I like, oh, we need a little extra maple syrup. You know, I play around with it, and so then after I tasted yours, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
The almond
That's what it
Baileys,
was.
That's what it needs.
And so
It
then I
needed-
added that, and it needed that, and it just, I think it really evened out because if you think about it, if you're using puree out of a can, it doesn't have much of a flavor. It's like the
Right.
sugars and all of that brings
Right.
the pumpkin pie or sweet potato
And
pie.
half and
or
half
whatever
isn't
together.
sweet.
And it's
Correct.
strong.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I added the extra element.
Yeah.
Good
Good job.
A little
Steph.
kick.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling
So
it.
sometimes you cannot just follow a recipe to the T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What makes you good is when you make it one with love and you try it.
You tweak it a little
Right.
bit.
And you tweak it
know?
a little bit. It's
With
not
your zhuzh.
always, oh, a quarter pound of this or
Right.
half a teaspoon of that. Like
And
put
I
that on our
appreciate
website.
you for accommodating my no dairy
Yes,
November. So I
yes.
appreciate that.
And who knew Bailey's made almond milk
Did
Baileys?
not
Like,
know.
I'm
Never
excited
knew.
about
I
that.
literally was like, what
To have
can
a
I
healthier
find?
alternative, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I
There
love
we go.
there we go. And cut.
it. All right.
And cut.
All right, we're kicking it off to you, Brits, for the hot topic.
Time for hot
Hey.
topics. Y'all ready? Are you
I'm
ready?
ready.
This your first time.
I
We
know.
want honest
You
feedback.
in the hot
okay?
seat, girl.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, so the first one
And you a
is
Gemini. So
I know, I was
don't
about to
hold
say,
back.
we got two Gemini.
Oh, she a
Lord.
Gemini.
Your birthday's the same day, right?
Shut
June
up.
12th?
Yes.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
shut up.
Oh Lord.
This is going to be interesting to see the difference.
Not two
in
of y'all.
personality.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
So
God.
you have an opinion.
You
is
do.
What I know.
Because any Gemini I know has an opinion.
Girl, I'm
and
trying
I
to
know
keep
a
her
couple
locked
of them.
in.
You do.
That's
No.
her name is
The twin.
That's
Yeah.
Killer Cam.
Yeah.
Does your twin have a name? Because hers does.
Killer Cam.
Killer Cam.
Oh, Killer Cam. I missed
Everybody
that.
calls me Killer
I'm
Cam.
Roxanne.
And Roxanne is hers.
Roxanne.
Yes.
Lord.
yes.
Good to know. Good to know.
Did you roll your eyes? Production.
So that I
It seemed
know
like he
who I'm
did.
talking
He
to
did.
someday.
Yes, you might be meeting Roxanne.
Oh, this Rox.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, girl, how you been?
Oh, we get Roxanne probably 90% of the time.
Okay, so are you guys familiar with Kai Cenat?
I
Do
am.
y'all know who that is?
No.
He is
Kinda.
a Twitch
Streamer. He's like one of the biggest.
kind of like big guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, small, but big in that world.
Yeah.
So he's known for going live. Tons of people watch him. Millions and millions of followers.
Yeah.
Right now, he's doing a series on jail. Yes, you heard me right, on jail. So like the set is an actual jail. There's cameras set up everywhere, and they are pretending to be in jail.
For 7 days.
Right. And
For how
other
long?
7 days. Other celebrities have come through. NLE Choppa,
Krishan Rock.
Rock,
Offset, right?
Drewski, who else?
I-
Did Offset come through?
They mentioned him, but I didn't see him.
I don't know if he came through, but like
Okay.
other people are living in the jail. It's like this whole thing. So I watched like 2 minutes of the stream because I was
Same.
like trying to understand the concept and why people would be watching this. And in that moment, they were like
really
playing a jail game. Like they were playing a game in like where they would eat.
What
was
kind of
weird.
game?
So it's like pretend jail, like you're 2 years
Pretend
old
jail.
again. Okay, great.
And so there's a lot of backlash, obviously, because why would black people pretend to be in jail
Voluntarily.
Right.
voluntarily? And I think they were also it's supposed to be like a play on 60 Days In, which is a reality
Right.
show
Yeah.
where people volunteer to go into jail.
Who's the wardens and the...
I didn't watch
Whoever
long
probably he
enough.
hired.
Yeah.
Are
didn't
they
watch-
white?
It was a white guy
Is
and
he
a
white?
black guy. It was
Is he
He's
white?
black. Kai is black. And he's like makes millions of dollars
Yeah,
from Twitch.
he's literally one of the number one Twitch
So what is the point
streamers.
of the
What is
experience?
Twitch
Well,
is just a live
yeah, what the
streaming
fuck is that?
platform.
That's
So
what I'm saying.
It started out, where people watch people like play video games. Like you watch your favorite person.
Okay.
It's not something our generation will probably do, but it's like the new thing. This man's making millions of dollars. Like
Okay. I still want to
Interesting.
know what the fuck is the experience
I don't
about.
get it.
I ain't get my life
I
together
don't get
because
it. Do you
Lord.
get it?
If I'm being honest, when it first happened, because he had a stint with the police, and for some reason I thought he was trying to play up on that.
Right.
So where he kind of incited a riot at one
He
point.
did.
He was doing some release, something, right? And it literally incited a riot.
In New York.
And he ended up getting charged. But I thought it was a part of that, but it wasn't real.
No.
Okay,
This is
But the Twitch is a 24-hour streaming service. So it's literally nonstop. Like when Offset went on with him when he was promoting his
It's like
album,
the Truman Show.
it was them just doing shit all day, nonstop.
Offset did like a sleepover.
He
episode.
slept over with Kai. And it was actually really, really dope. Because they got along.
Who has that much time in their day to sit and watch
Right,
somebody
and watch
else's
that.
And then you're
day?
getting
But
paid.
if you're getting
No,
paid-
to sit and watch somebody else.
Else,
And
exactly.
it's people from all around the world. Like,
I was about
it's
to
not
say,
just
it's the entire
United
world.
States.
Jesus. That's
He
insane.
even went to China, met one of his streamers, brought him back to America, and did a whole streaming with him.
And like when you see the comments, guys, they're like going so fast.
Yeah.
You can't even like read them. That's how many people are watching.
That's what I'm saying.
When I was watching, it was like 300,000 people at one time, and that was on the
Okay,
lower.
What are you
end.
But
doing
this is
with
what
your day?
this
I
is
just
what
can't even
don't
imagine.
understand.
Instead of
I'm
watching
supposed
TV,
to voluntarily take myself to jail, pretend jail.
pretend jail, but it wasn't like hardcore. Like
Yeah.
nobody. It was
It's
no
like a
real
set.
impact.
It's like a
What
movie
is the
set.
point?
Yeah.
What is
Exactly.
the point of that?
Right.
People tuned in. They got the stream.
I
no
want to
point.
pretend like I'm behind bars. Like that's just stupid as fuck to
Yeah, I
me.
didn't get the point either.
Yeah, it's really
Oh,
interesting.
okay, so it's like they're doing a skit the whole time. It's
Yeah.
like improvisation. So
Yeah.
Moving on. Can we get off
They're
this
hard
subject?
with this
I'm
topic.
still just floored on
But I'm
how
trying to
somebody
go
has
look at
enough
it.
time in their day to sit and watch somebody else's
Right.
day
Okay,
because
so it's
I don't
really
have
not-
10 minutes to
It's no
even
different
think.
than say you want to watch Real Housewives, but that's not your zhuzh, so you go watch the jail show.
So only for, you might take an hour.
Yeah,
You might
you
not
gotta
watch it the
watch-
whole
I'm not gonna
day.
I'm gonna watch what's going on. Okay, I'm gonna go watch 60 Days in Jail, the motherfucker that they planted there to see what's going on, like
Right, in an actual jail.
in the actual
Yeah.
jail, going through real
But I
shit
guess
versus
this
this
is more
fake
funny.
jail that ain't really.
This is like Drewski's hilarious.
Yeah.
To me.
Oh, so they're
if he's
funny.
on there,
He
I would
was
probably watch it.
hilarious.
Yeah, I'm sure he was hilarious
He
on
was.
the stream.
Okay, got you.
So
When they were rapping.
it's more like
Let me stop.
watching In Living Color live stream
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
to give
Interesting.
our generational
That's a better,
context.
thank you.
Right, it's
Okay.
hot for us.
Yeah.
Live in color.
Uh,
You remember that was my show.
okay, next.
Okay,
do
next.
what you want
I have a new Get Back.
in
Get
living color.
Back.
Get back.
Like another
Oh, the
rekindling.
couple, yeah.
Couple rekindling.
Okay.
Summer Walker and Little Meech.
Lord.
Why?
Oh,
why
summer,
are
oh,
you
summer,
guys
oh,
making
summer.
That like sound.
Love you,
towards
girl.
that? Y'all hate it?
Well, I saw this one video of LVRN's Justice. You know Justice. He had actually made this comment where it was like he questioned Summer on her decisions when it came to the men, and she said, "Well, I need something to write about."
Ooh, so they're experiments.
I love
It's
that.
giving Taylor Swift.
That gives me
Because
her.
if I'm being for real,
She's amazing with that.
it's really like I find it comical, entertaining. The fact that she went so hard when they broke up.
But did y'all see
Now
the
they're back
shade that
together.
Jada?
She literally is us.
What
Like,
shade?
She's
how
a
many
normal
times? I was about to say,
person.
how many
She
times
is.
we done let a nigga back in? Come on.
Yeah.
When our
Yes.
friends were chirping and being
I've
like,
seen
Jump
her.
in. We wanna hear
No, it's so crazy. She's such a normal person. I was at Boogaloo.
She is very, yeah.
literally like 3 weeks ago, and she came in by herself.
By
And
herself?
Sat,
Me
Yeah.
I
too.
promise you, she was there by herself, sat at the bar, ordered a drink, and just
Chill.
She's
by herself.
super,
Yeah.
like,
And
normal.
she's so normal. I feel like that's why I mind my own business when it comes to people's relationships, because just like I would take a man back, or just
Girl.
like you would,
and you
they
and your
would too.
friend would.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
just put so much like pressure on them being so perfect
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I just,
no, for real.
I think that if I'm gonna take I guess the difference is that you know millions of people are watching her, right? But for me, like if I'm gonna take a man back, I'm just not gonna make a big ass fucking
Exactly.
scene.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I might take that nigga back.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Exactly.
You don't tell your mama, you don't tell your
like,
friends, you
I'm
don't tell
not
nobody
gonna
what's
go
going
in
on.
And tell all of y'all my business.
And
Yeah.
I'm telling you when we break up.
Exactly.
So
Like,
that y'all can judge me like, bitch, you took that nigga back?
Right.
Okay, so I have a
Because
question.
they don't forgive him like
was
you
gonna
forgive
Yeah,
him.
not at
I
all.
have
Your
a
friends are
question
not
when
forgiving.
I have a question when it comes to that with like your friend, right? Like say you have a really, really good friend, she bashing the dude that she's with. Like, oh, I hate him, he this, and this, and this, and this. And you like, yeah, fuck him, did it.
Right.
Girl, she over there like the next night. And so what do? Are you just
Yeah,
like,
because she's telling him
out
all
of
of
it.
that.
Stay out of it.
Right,
You
no,
gotta
stay out of it.
and you gotta stay out of it and let her do her, and you gotta just continue. She might need you to bash him, and then she might need you to support
yeah,
Yeah.
her
I'm
last
that friend.
later down
I'm
the
that friend,
friend,
especially when it comes
right?
to
Yeah.
a guy.
Or you
Yes.
can
How
set
you feeling
boundaries.
today?
Exactly.
Okay,
I'm
let's
that
let's go
friend.
in. Okay,
I set
like-
boundaries because I'm like,
Okay.
don't talk to me about him no
Exactly.
more until you done.
yeah,
I think with specific
Yeah,
friends,
that's
I
real.
do that.
You know?
with.
Yeah.
I think that it's a time because you know
We've had that
experienced-
conversation.
Right.
There's
Yeah,
some
I've
times
been
when
there.
it's like, bitch, you stupid right now.
yeah,
And
you
I
have
gotta
to tell
motherfucking
him.
let you know
You
because
have
you
to
had
tell
took this
him.
nigga back 101 times,
Uh-huh.
and he playing games and you don't see it,
Yeah.
but I do.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
I saw my kryptonite last night.
What?
Okay, keep going.
What?
She gonna throw that tidbit out there.
Hey, throw that in there.
Did you speak to him?
And we
Yes.
don't speak
Did you
up.
speak to
He
him?
ran up and damn near hugged her. Like,
Wow.
Happy birthday.
Oh.
That's all I gotta say.
This is not a good time for you, for your kryptonite to be running up in your life like this. And on a
She
birthday.
was instigating even
I would have
worse.
totally instigated it.
Even worse, but no,
I mean, it was your
ended
birthday.
fine.
You okay
Be
though?
on your worst
Yeah, it ended
behavior.
fine. What she kept saying,
Right. What
it's
did
her
you say,
birthday.
Ed?
You know, maybe you should get some more drinks.
See that
It's her
friend,
birthday.
right? Some of you finna
I love
regret
that
tomorrow.
stuff.
Yes, do it.
God damn it,
Do
why did you let me
Bill
do that?
tomorrow.
Girl,
Birds had a-
you was feeling it. You was in the moment.
Listen, I be mad. I'm mad at everybody in my life that allowed me to do some dumb shit like that when I was younger. All y'all. Dumb shit.
Yeah, but it fits
Yeah.
because that has been going on forever, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
she encourages it though.
I did.
Yep.
That's all.
That's
how
Roxanne.
many people did I see last night? And I chose to ignore them as if they didn't exist.
Where was
Wow.
this? This sounds fun.
Right. Can we?
Yeah,
we're not
we-
ready for the story?
Should I just tell the story?
Go ahead.
Okay,
Come on,
so
let us
Stephanie's
know.
like, I have to take you out for your birthday. I haven't taken you out. Where do you want to go? We also have an invitation to come to like a new party that's at the Hyatt. Let's just go there.
You said nude?
First
A
of all,
nude, not nude.
a
Up
new.
and coming party.
I'm gonna
not
stop
nude.
you. I'm gonna stop you real quick though,
I
because the
just
next time y'all
exactly-
bitches go out like that and don't say
I called.
She did
Who?
call.
I called Keith. I FaceTimed
who is
him.
Keith.
Period, Pooh. Does my name
I'm
start
talking
with
about.
Keith?
Thank you. Does
Okay.
my name start with Keith?
Okay.
Shit.
Okay.
We got a whole group chat.
Okay.
Double tap.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll
Okay.
fuck with
Let's
it.
go.
I'll take
Come
that
on,
credit.
Britt.
So I said, well, I love Echo. We can just go there. It's right around the corner. We go have a nice dinner. We get to this place. We're like, oh my God, there's so many people. I hate going out, blah, 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 blah.
But it
It's
was
taking
like-
30 minutes to get a drink.
Yeah, it took us
Yeah.
forever for the drink. Their downfall was the drink. And then it was just, no, not an Echo.
At the party.
At the party.
At the,
Okay.
the Hyatt place.
Okay.
And then there was like,
The crowd was different.
yeah, it was a crowd. I mean, I
Yeah.
haven't been out in a while, but I was like, I don't know about this crowd.
Right.
And it was a bunch of old heads wearing suits and shit. And I'm
And
not
so
a
we
fan.
were kind of ready
I'm
to
not a
go.
fan.
I'm not a fan.
We were kind of ready to go.
First
Then
merch idea.
I saw some friends. She saw some friends, and then they were like, "What are y'all doing next?" And then she was, of course, like, "Oh, it's her birthday," and I'm like, "Don't do that." So then everybody's like, "Oh, it's your birthday. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go to MCK." So we go to MCK.
it's a restaurant.
What?
Yeah.
It's a steak place, girl.
Yeah,
It's not
it's
steak.
You haven't been to the steak place?
no, not
Loud and
McCormick
raw.
Schmidt. It's
MCK.
It's black owned.
It's black
Two of our
owned.
friends own it.
Yeah,
It's like
You think I
tapas
have MCK.
and yes, next to Whiskey Mistress, tapas and drinks.
We gotta go.
It's the block. Oh, it's
I
a
know
block
what Whiskey
behind
Mistress is.
Knife.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking. I'm
It
thinking
used to
of
be
nice.
like an old
Okay,
school
this change is
Louisiana
just-
spot, and now now they've transformed it into
I'm gonna keep playing with it.
a
Sorry.
black-owned restaurant, and they're doing
Okay.
really,
It's really
good.
nice.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Okay.
MCK. Okay.
So as soon as we walk in the door, I'm like, oh,
kryptonite.
why? Like, why me? Why now? And so he just runs up, hugs me, like, oh, happy birthday. I'm like, you didn't tell me in a text, in a DM, nothing. Happy birthday.
Now you see me.
Now you
say
see me.
something.
And then he's like, "What y'all want to drink?" I'm like, "Here we go." So the people the guys that invite us, like, damn, y'all came over here with on our recommendation. Somebody else is like buying y'all drinks and all this stuff. So one of the guys comes
Y'all
up
wow.
to Stephanie's like, "Here you go. Here's some more drinks." So we just had a good time.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
And then I saw an X at the far end of the
yes.
corner, and I was like, "Oh, there goes such and such." I'm gonna act like I don't know them. And then one of the guys that was with the people we knew that invited us to come over. We spoke before on the show about them that he's a clown.
We did.
and I didn't acknowledge him. Like, I'm literally
Yeah.
this close.
Wow.
And I didn't acknowledge him. And so me and Brittany, we're just having a conversation with the guys, right? Like, just cool. And so Brittany was like, yeah, I'm a person that will just act like I don't know you. And is that what you said?
Yeah, we were talking about signs or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was just
and
like,
so
yeah.
I was like, I won't acknowledge you. And then Brittany was like, yeah, I would act like I don't know. And he was like, I know the feeling. And walked off in a fucking tangent.
He
was
What's the whole night?
And so then I said, and there goes my point exactly.
Oh, wow.
So then the other people in the crew were confused because they didn't know that there was
Right.
any tension. So it was just, I'm
That's
like,
hilarious.
what a
I'm
night.
glad you guys had a good time.
Yeah, and
That's cool.
then we saw people that were like, "Oh my God, we haven't seen y'all in so long," and we started
know.
talking about like business and stuff. And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
And then it was like, "All right, I've had enough. Peace."
We really have not been out on the Atlantic in a long time.
A
Like, I'll
long
go to the
time.
party here and there, but like, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
And we used to be
Outside.
outside.
Yeah.
It's
Okay, I'm
crazy.
gonna give y'all one more, and I'm gonna let y'all choose. Okay, do y'all want to talk about the Kardashian family?
Good.
I knew y'all was gonna say no.
I do
Or
too, girl.
do y'all want to talk about Cam Newton and his new baby mama?
Wait, what?
Kardashians is more.
No, I can't believe we're not talking about old girl that's got the OnlyFans and Josh Smith's wife.
We can talk about it.
I did see
No,
that.
I
But
think
did
they're
y'all
trying to
see-
get a reality show. It
But
just
did
seems
y'all
very
see how
staged.
Cameron
was
trying to get at her?
No.
Yes,
He
yes.
was like, "Ma, I just, your cleavage is just
So
like
let's-
A1."
Let's
Like,
give
talking
some,
about-
let's give
She's
some
a
context.
wife.
Yeah,
on-
Okay.
we'll
give the context.
I mean, I don't know the whole story. I just know that.
I do.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
So apparently she's videotaping
Wait,
this.
who?
What's her name? I don't know her name.
I don't
She's
know.
Josh Smith's
Josh
wife.
Smith's wife.
Well,
That's all I
Josh
know.
she was a-
Joe Smith.
Joe
I mean,
Smith.
Joe Smith. See, there we go.
'Cause
Sorry, Josh.
Smith.
Sorry,
Sorry,
Josh.
Josh.
It's so different. I know.
Joe
Oh
Smith's
my God.
wife, right? And the
Right.
way that it came out was like she's videotaping this argument that they're having
On
and-
live.
On live.
But she was a porn star when he met her, right?
When
Okay.
he met her,
Okay.
knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
So he's like upset the fact that she kind of had to go back to her OnlyFans or go back to OnlyFans to kind of make some money for herself.
He didn't know about it.
He didn't know about it.
Yeah.
So they're kind of having this conversation where he just found out about it, but she decides to do it on live. So boom, he figures out they're recording and go back and forth.
It's the house.
Yes, and she kind of is like, well, this is like the only thing I can do. Like you're not.
She said, "You
Provided.
knew who I was
Yeah.
when you met me."
And
Those
so
were
it
her
was like,
she
exact
going
words.
this
back
is
to
what
where
I
she
have
can
to
make
do.
a
So
bag.
there's no money.
Yes,
Right.
basically is
Yeah.
what she's
Yeah.
insinuating. Like I had to do what I got to do.
Okay, so do you guys have a problem with what she's doing?
I don't know what she
No,
doing
I
on
mean-
OnlyFans. It's not my wife.
Yeah, it's
So
not
this is the
what,
thing.
what Amber said.
This
That's
is the
not
I
thing.
don't really know the story, but
Go girl.
but you said there's no income coming in,
Right.
and she's providing a way for income
And she
to
has
flow.
other businesses.
She has,
but
like, 3
this is the more
businesses.
lucrative.
I
one.
think the shady part is
not him
she
not
didn't.
knowing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so
Okay.
that's
That's
where
your
it gets
husband.
shady.
that's
'cause,
fair.
You should
know,
tell
then
your
there's
husband.
no trust. Yeah, there's no trust, and I mean, I don't think I would do anything like that. But again,
Yeah.
it's not my business.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
Yeah,
I
you're right
just-
because you
I
have
don't-
to. I mean, you're whatever she's doing on there. We don't even know, but if she was a porn star before, we can only imagine. You're making that
Absolutely.
money on
Not too far
OnlyFans.
fetched.
But you got to tell your husband that, so you
Bless
guys
you.
bless you, so that you guys can be in agreement with that. Like if
Absolutely.
you're going to go out here and grind, and he okay
That's
with
embarrassing.
it,
Okay,
that's fine.
okay. I have some different things and perspectives. I mean, I kind of understand. She should have communicated with her husband.
But
one.
how he don't know though?
But
But
how-
two, if you a broke ass NBA player and you did not motherfucking save your money, and now we over here struggling and
figure
shit.
it out.
Yes, that's what
So
I mean.
my thing is, how
At least
did?
I ain't selling my pussy and giving it to niggas.
Exactly.
It's just online.
Right.
At least you
no,
can just
for
see
real.
it.
But my
and
thing
and
is-
say thank you that I'm making a way for us right now.
You better be glad you ain't on the motherfucking
Es-
streets and that ain't
Especially,
private.
especially
Hold on,
because
hold on,
you met
hold on,
me
hold on,
doing
hold on.
this.
Nee,
Your mic.
Take your
Your
hair
mic.
off your
Yeah.
Sorry.
Move that.
I want you to get your point out, but
Yeah.
I want them to hear you.
Especially because you met me doing this, so it's not like I haven't been doing this.
But my
Right.
thing is, how does he
Not
not
know.
know? How, you thought the bills was getting paid,
Nigga, you ain't paying them.
right? Okay,
But
I ain't the
that
nigga.
level. But think about it. That's literally.
But we
like,
don't know though either.
But that's
We
the
don't know the whole
thing.
story.
Could you
Right.
imagine all of a sudden I said y'all found out I was stripping their strokers on fucking
I would be like,
amateur night
Well, bitch, that ain't,
Y'all
what, you,
would-
that ain't what you do. So let me. So
that
this
you
is-
know of.
No, okay.
But imagine if you
But he
found
know.
Well,
out.
bitch, if
he
you was a
knew.
stripper and you went back, then I ain't gonna be mad at you. You had to do what
Right.
you had to do. That's like
That's true.
my nigga ain't provided for me or something like that. Oh,
Levels,
okay.
Bring it.
Okay.
The level.
And he, let's say we living together,
Okay.
and he wasn't providing. I mean, that would never be the case. But let's just say he wasn't,
Yes.
and I had to go back to bartending. Bitch, I'ma do what I gotta do.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. I mean,
That's
I
real.
don't think it's anything wrong with what she's doing. It's just the way she
should
went about it.
communicate it.
And
Yeah, she
he
should've
didn't
told her.
know.
When you make
But
you make
I
a
think
vow,
that
you gotta
He
be
probably thought it was
communicative.
coming from her other business.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Oh yeah, because she got other
something
business.
about
Massages.
Massages with happy
Because-
endings. It's
Girl.
the same.
Massage
actually
place.
works.
Cameron.
Cameron, hilarious. He was trying to get
actually
at her. He was trying to
works.
schedule an appointment.
That is
Yes.
massages with happy
What?
endings. Okay,
Right.
so this is the other thing I had that we are missing. She made the comment that it's been a bitch in his ear that brought it to his attention
About the OnlyFans.
about the OnlyFans.
Oh, was it a man?
so
that
nigga,
told
you
him?
broke and you fucking another bitch.
Right. It's a lot of red flags
Okay.
on
That's
both
why
on
I'm gonna be
both
honest with
sides.
you.
How you paying for
On
that
both
pussy?
sides.
But wait, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's giving forced.
Not listen. No.
It does sound like a
can't-
reality
No, for
show.
real.
It
It
does.
does sound like a
Giving
reality
forced.
show
I'm
in
telling
the
you, it
basement.
feels like they're trying to get a reality show.
It
'Cause
absolutely does.
for her to even put that online, that they're arguing and getting
Yeah.
into it, and now she's
Yeah.
doing all these interviews.
Well, I hope she get
I
it
mean,
because
it's
it's
smart
been
though.
entertaining.
Yeah, it's entertaining.
Yeah.
It's smart.
I
I'm
would-
not
yeah.
mad at you,
I
girl.
would watch,
Get your
girl.
bag.
Okay, this the
But,
last one.
yeah. Okay.
Keith Lee
Okay, Keith Lee.
came to Atlanta and tore us up.
It made
Oh,
me
y'all
go
ain't-
follow him, no. But he didn't really tear us
Hold
up.
on. Okay, so
It
let's
was-
provide
Exposure.
context. Let's provide
Okay,
context.
who, raise your hand if you knew of Keith Lee before he came to Atlanta. Okay.
But
Few
now I
people-
know about
a
Keith
few
Lee, and
people. Okay.
I'm so obsessed, and I love everything he's doing. It's amazing.
Okay.
Okay.
And you're only just getting on. That's what's up. I love it.
Yep.
So Keith basically started out as a MMA fighter, correct? Okay.
Yep.
And he
It's like 10 years,
he
right?
Eats. He said he eats.
His diet.
He's been all over the
ranges,
country,
yes.
so he became
All
a
over the
foodie
world.
because
He
he
knows
tried
how to
so
go
many
from
different
130 to 184, whatever,
Yes.
like
He
all in
gives
between.
food reviews. He tries to do it as a normal, regular human being, so you would know what the experience would be for you
Yeah.
as a normal customer
Yeah.
walking in, not a celebrity.
Yeah. He never
a normal
tells him he's
customer.
going to be the one coming.
Right.
He
And
buys all the food.
He does takeout,
Yeah.
and then he reviews it in his car. He has 14 million followers on TikTok. The reach is even more than that.
That's crazy.
Because I've seen like 4 articles on him since he's left Atlanta.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah.
Girl.
It's reached because he got a new follower for me.
It's
Just
beyond.
sitting right,
Right.
here.
And
Yeah.
those 14 million people tell their family or
Yeah.
their friends. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, anywho. So he came to Atlanta, went to a couple places, didn't go so great, went to a couple places and went amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to let Camilah chime in first.
Ooh.
Because she's an
gosh.
actual restaurant owner.
Right.
So what is your take on
I was just gonna say what
all
is
of
almost
it?
like your
Or
take.
whatever you want to give about it.
The good, the bad.
Are you
the
familiar
ugly.
with what happened in Atlanta, Camilah?
I am, and I just found out who he was.
Okay.
Okay.
I got a call from another friend who owns a restaurant, and he was like, "Do you know who's here?" And I'm like, "No."
Right.
And he told me, and I'm like, "Okay." Like, I'm still gonna operate like I normally operate. I'm not
Right.
gonna change anything up. I don't know who he is. If he
Right.
stops, and great. If he doesn't, I mean, I don't know.
Right.
So as the days go by, like I start seeing things, seeing places that he's reviewing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what just happened? And then I looked him up. I followed him, and then I just start seeing more and more negative stuff. And so for me, I know I'm friends with a lot of the bloggers in Atlanta. They're great. Most of the time, they post a lot of their good experiences. We we rarely see the bad experiences.
Right.
And from a restaurant owner, I understand both sides. I understand exposing the weaknesses, the opportunities, and like your
growth,
individual take on places. But then from a restaurant owner's perspective, I also appreciate when someone reaches out to me directly and gives me their feedbacks and provides me an opportunity to correct it. Because if you go on a national platform and expose me for not taking to-go orders on a busy Saturday, which for me, it overwhelms my kitchen when I have a 1 hour wait, and then you walk in off the street and want to place a to-go order in front of all of these people who have waited in line. So it's like, I understand both sides.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
And
That's interesting.
another thing, you have to understand in Atlanta is
Brunch heavy.
brunch heavy.
Yeah. That's what
And
He said that. He
though.
did
He
not
didn't
know.
know that.
It's brunch heavy, and then you also come in on a weekend where you have homecoming. You have all these events going on.
One music
And
fest.
you want to walk in and experience, 4 to 5 star customer service. I get it. Like, I totally get it. But you also have to understand and be a little empathetic for, like, what we...
The climate of the city.
The culture.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody in Atlanta wants to go brunch at the same time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Brunch is only a certain amount of time in a day.
Yeah.
So you're going to have a wait.
Yeah.
Right.
You may not be able to take food to go because, you know, we want to make sure that people who come in have a great experience. Our to-go orders have a good experience. So, like, I might cut off DoorDash or Uber Eats on a busy weekend to accommodate people who have went out of their way. I have sometimes people who drive 2 hours to come and try my restaurant because they've seen it on TikTok.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, I want to make sure they have a good experience.
So what do you think is different from like a DC, New York, Miami, than Atlanta?
Us. Yeah.
I think that Atlanta, over the last couple of years, we're overpopulated. Like, DC is not overpopulated.
Right.
Okay.
New York is heavily populated, but I think there's so many
out.
restaurants.
There's so
It's so
many.
spread out. Atlanta, we have a lot of restaurants, but it's just like in one
Perimeter.
part. And like everyone wants to go vibe and
At the
do
same
everything at
places.
the same place at the same time.
And it's the
So,
culture here. It's different.
Yeah.
It's just different.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Go ahead. She
So I'm gonna
itching.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate here.
Let's let stuff go out.
Okay, so what about the moments where it's not
Busy, right?
busy, a bunch of going on, no homecoming, no one music fest, no gay pride weekend, none of that, you know, the extraness. How do you feel of most
That they still treat you that way.
of black businesses failing and dropping the mark when it comes to that on just a normal Saturday? or
Dropping the
Sunday?
mark where? Like,
Service.
Customer service wise.
I will
I'm
say
not gonna,
this.
your
I'm not
rules and
gonna complain about the
regulations.
wait because if the food is good and it's worth the wait, and
You're
you
gonna
know
wait.
you
Yeah.
can wait, right? Or you come back and visit at a time that if that's not something you're willing to do. So I'm not gonna complain about that. I'm not gonna complain if you feel overwhelmed about having to turn off your to-go orders. I'm totally with understanding those things. I'm talking about the bad service, the subpar, mediocre service that people are getting.
I will say this. So for me, in my experience, I've had to, for the last 12 years, I was in corporate America. My position was customer service. So, like, I lived and breathed that for 12 years of my career. So I kind of was able to take on some things from in my past,
Right.
like enroll them into my business and really focus on those things. And I think a lot of times people are so big on just opening up a business. They don't
Yep.
want to focus on, you know,
Training.
employees,
The
structure.
training, the operations. They're not in their business. I can tell you that I am in my restaurant every single day. Every time you come in, I'm going to be there.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they'll open up restaurants just to say they got it, just for the title. And like, I'm really passionate about what I do. As far as like the people, if they have any things, any feedback, like I take it,
Yeah.
I will communicate it back to the employee. I will talk to them one-on-one, and we really focus on training. And like, customer service is my number one priority.
I think that's a big thing because I feel like, even with Keith Lee, I feel like he didn't really say anything that I felt was wrong. He just stated facts, and it's
Yeah.
what it was. And he kept saying, now, this might not be, it's just not for me.
Yeah.
Because I've experienced things differently. I don't know how the culture in Atlanta works. What was crazy was not looking at all the positive things that he's done for these businesses and how amazing he's put them on this platform and made their businesses boom, and all that somebody like Ocho Cinco want to go in and like focus on the negative stuff. He said his daughter got him together, by the way.
Right,
We'll
right.
get to
We'll
that.
get to that.
But like focusing on all the negative things instead of saying, you know what, you gave me some constructive criticism. You've been to all these different businesses. Let me take that and be like, let me figure that
I
out
think
then.
what Ocho was saying though was like kind of what I mentioned first. You went on instead of going directly to the manager that
You
day.
went- he didn't know
you
what he was
went-
talking about.
And it could have just been, that was his first experience. You went on a national platform, and now they went on the news this morning and they lost $4,000 in sales this past week because of this one comment. They could potentially be closed because of this
So
one
my
post.
thing with that though is clearly I understand what you're saying. And I'm not going to say it's not valid. But clearly it's a consistent thing because the moment that it was said about that particular restaurant,
Everybody
agreed and said this is something that they have dealt with for a continuous, a long time, right? And that also brings me back to the comment in a way, right, about when we talked in our previous episode about people saying you shouldn't tear down other blacks and whatever. And stuff, but at the same time, it's like you want to try to support your people, right?
I agree.
But you
and motherfuckers want you to keep it real until you keep it real.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, you're tearing down these people or whatever, but it's at the same time, no, motherfucker, you should do better.
Yeah. You should, but let me, I don't know how Camilla's gonna respond, but okay. Absolutely. But you can think about.
There's a way about going about it.
There's a way about going about everything.
Yeah.
There's rules when I go get my hair done.
Nails.
Crazy rules. I gotta have my shit washed.
And who do you get those from?
I gotta have it braided sometimes.
Who do you get those from?
But exactly. But I
Black businesses.
You're right. But again, let's go back to the root. Like, do we have the proper tools, training, education, technology
Let me
to
say
really?
one other thing.
I feel like a lot of people open businesses because, one, they have to. Like, that's their only means. We're not going to school. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is all we know. We grew up braiding hair. This is all I know. This is all I can do. So instead of tearing us down, like, maybe we provide people with education, tools, resources, training. Like, we don't have seminars to train people on
service.
Yeah.
So my question is, like, how long in the game do you have to be before you fucking get it?
It's not that either. Like, think about it. Like, for me,
journey though.
How, like, what are the pool of people that I have to choose from? I don't have Ruth, Chris servers coming to apply. I don't have access to those type of people either. I got to take these people and train them the best that I can and hope when I turn around and walk away that they're going to do exactly what we've trained them on. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really have to trust people.
I agree with that.
I think it's also a consumer problem too. That black consumers, okay, you want the place to take reservations, but
you're not on time.
I'm in the shower at the time we supposed to sit down.
Reservation. Exactly.
I mean, you complain about
CPT time.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many things that we do as a consumer that, okay, why do they have all these rules? Because the scammer from down the street called in a $600 food
and never
order
came and got it.
And never came and got it.
And
or came and got it. It was a chargeback.
With a gift card.
Right.
And it's a fraudulent
So that's
gift
why
card.
it's a million
So you make all these rules because it's
protect
our
your business,
people.
protect
It
your
really
assets.
is
Exactly.
like
So it's a catch-22.
Us as a whole is
It
what
is.
I
There's so
am.
many different components, and that's why I just, you can read it, accept it. Hopefully, we will change one day.
Yeah.
But it happens everywhere. We don't, and also what Ocho was saying, we don't go into Maestros and Ruth Chris and like.
We did.
No. I'm saying, but you're not doing a review.
Yeah, you're not doing
publicly
a review
on them.
Right.
You're not going to give me
Because he's
another
going to like a mom and pop
non-black owned restaurant in Buckhead. You're not going to Roomies to do that. I'm sure you've had horrible service anywhere else, and you've never given a review on
But
them.
this is the thing. Once I saw,
Well,
I
I have gotten into my Karen spirit at this moment, so I do.
Once I
I'm a
saw
Karen now.
Keith Lee, once I literally went to his page and really researched and saw, because the first thing I'm like, oh man, who is this guy? Like, I went and I'm like, okay, it wasn't that as bad as I thought it was gonna be. But I was like, once I went and saw who he was, I don't think that he did any of that intentionally. He was he really tried to go in and help people.
Does try to.
So I think it caught him off guard too. Like, dang, I wasn't aware of this. I wasn't aware of this. I wasn't aware of this. But to each its own. It's just not my cup of tea. And I think that that's what made me respect him in this thing. It's like, so he wasn't trying to really tear people down. It just kind of happened like that, you know? But yeah, I think that he's an awesome person. The things that I've seen him do is amazing. I hate that he came to Atlanta and which is like, and now he's like, this is the last post I'm doing on Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Because it was crazy, but
I have to cut y'all off.
Yeah.
I have one more point.
Give your last
I just think even if it's outside of a restaurant, us as black people from a consumer or even business standpoint just need to do better because, I don't come to give you my money to get piss poor service, one. not have you on time, not do, you know what I mean? Like whatever it may be. If it's from nails, hair, whatever. Like you have to learn to change and evolve. Otherwise, you're never going to grow from
when
a business
you guys
standpoint.
went to the Hyatt, and I'm listening. When you guys went to the Hyatt and it took you 30 minutes to get your drink.
I was annoyed as fuck.
And you had a white server.
No.
You did?
No.
Okay. I'm just, you know.
Yeah, she's like, just pointing it out.
No.
Just,
Yeah.
Just wondering. Okay.
And then even at that moment, right? I'm gonna even say this. At that moment, we waited 30 minutes. There was a man next to her. It was a black server. It was all black bartenders, right?
Yeah.
There was a man that when she finally came over and got everybody's order, she wrote it down and she was like,
She
"I'm just
gave
gonna
great
get up."
service.
She gave great service. I'm not gonna lie. She was in the weeds, and I know what it's like to be in the weeds,
Yeah.
right? She was in the weeds. She came over, and this motherfucker wasn't ready. And I was like, "There's no fucking menu at McDonald's. Like, just give her the order. Like, you've been standing here for
Right.
30 minutes. You
Yeah.
should be
Should
ready."
know.
So then she went and made everybody's drink, and then when she came back, he added another drink, and she was like, "Bruh, like
Yeah.
you should have
See?
gave me this already,
Yeah.
right?" And
Stephanie
at that
cursed her out
moment,
for
at that moment, he said, "I'm not tipping her,"
See?
and I said, "Why you not gonna tip her?" I don't
did
even
it.
know this man.
Right.
Yeah.
I said, "Why you not gonna tip her?" I said, "She back here struggling. You see they're understaffed."
And you
I
ain't
said, "And she
gave
still
all
gave you good
these-
service, and you're not gonna give her any money."
And Stephanie said,
Yeah.
why you didn't know
We've
what you
been
wanted
in the
to order?
service
And I said,
industry.
"And you didn't know what the
Like,
fuck you wanted to
yeah.
order in the beginning."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Yeah.
So
Service industry,
consumer
especially behind
problem,
that
Yeah.
bar.
great service,
Yeah.
consumer problem.
Yeah.
All right. Shot o'clock. We went in on hot
Oh
topic.
my gosh, Jesus. We
was
ain't never
some
spent that
good
much time on
I
hot
enjoyed
topics.
your perspective.
I know,
Right.
yeah.
Good.
Because
That's
we've
why I
never
don't say
seen,
anything.
we've never
Yeah.
gotten that
Yeah.
perspective.
Yeah,
I
I
love
don't
that.
say anything
I
about it
figured,
because I'm like,
yeah.
everybody's going to think.
Yeah.
And I can't
yeah.
speak of that perspective because I'm not in it. I'm only can speak from a consumer.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that I appreciate hearing it from like a business owner.
Right.
Because I've been in the industry and I'd be like, y'all gonna get your shit together. At least tell somebody, I see you. That goes a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are we doing food before shots?
Oh, maybe we. Yeah. We might
need.
need to break. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to break.
Should I wait?
Just put the shots on the table.
Okay, I'll put the shots on the table.
She's gonna put the shots on the
I think it
table,
was food
and then
first.
we're gonna have.
And we're gonna break and get some food.
It's all
So Camilah just made us an amazing plate. Oh my god.
Friendsgiving. This is really giving
I'm
Thanksgiving.
excited.
I'm so excited.
Let's enjoy.
So tell us what we got. Tell us what we got.
So, we have some sweet potato souffle,
Okay.
a smoked Gouda mac and cheese, a barbecue braised beef brisket, and smoked collard greens. Smoked turkey.
Okay, so is this something that they could find at Love at First Bite?
No, no.
So you
Only
made
did
a
this-
special
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so tell us what is on the menu at Love at First Bite for people
Yes.
to come, where you're at, how they find you, all of that.
Yes. So we are located in Lakewood. It's 1800 Jonesboro Road. It is a brunch restaurant, so unfortunately, you cannot find the Thanksgiving side there.
Special.
Okay,
Don't miss your mic. Don't
I'm
miss your
sorry
mic.
about that. We have things from my cookbook on the menu. So we have smoked Gouda cheese grits and shrimp. We have French toast. My farmhouse French toast is amazing. You don't need syrup to have the French toast. They're so
that's
good.
some real French toast.
You can get them with banana pudding topping. We have banana pudding pancakes, churro chicken and waffles.
Where we going, y'all?
Right.
We have
Gotta go.
breakfast tacos. You can get those with your choice of chicken sausage, bacon, turkey bacon.
I love
And you
it.
have a food truck, right?
Yes.
And you cater.
Yes.
Ooh, I love
Yes,
it.
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Okay, so
Come
tell
on,
us
Black
the
Girl
address
Magic.
again. Tell us the address again. Where can they find you? And then what's your social handle? for them to
Yes,
follow?
1800 Jonesboro Road. It's in Lakewood. It's close to Georgia State. That's
Okay.
what I can say. And then my food truck is Love at First Bite ATL, and the restaurant is Love at First Bite Brunch.
Now, what if we wanted to get our cook on? Can they buy the cookbook?
Yes, you can get the cookbook, and the cookbook is on Amazon. I recommend the Kindle version because there's pictures on there.
Ooh, okay.
The cookbook
I need
is
all that.
also great as well, but I love the Kindle version because there's pictures and you can see everything.
I love it. I'm so mad because this is no dairy November for me, but I am eating these collards and I'm eating this brisket.
Don't keep with me now, y'all.
I might taste.
we
Listen,
not-
I might. She
not
said
that.
it's not that much cream in the sweet
keep
potato, so I might
following-
have a little taste, y'all. Don't
Following
judge
your,
me. Don't judge me.
Meal. I have a surprise for you, ladies.
These greens.
Love surprise.
So we're tasting the food.
Yes, let's
before the
taste
shot?
it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
You guys gotta put something on your stomach before we take our shot.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Let me know
ma'am.
if it's love at first bite.
Come on, greens. They're
I am not a big mac and
spicy.
cheese person,
Oh my
but let me
God.
tell you.
It's
I
baked.
feel like
it's
I've cooked for
it's
you.
a real deal.
She was let me tell you something about Steph. She was one of my first customers before my food truck and before
Yeah.
the restaurant.
Uh-huh.
The restaurant, yes. So
Oh my
how
Oh my
God.
God. The greens, bitch.
I know.
I said it.
And they
I
got
don't
the right
even need no hot-
spice.
I don't even need no hot
nothing.
sauce.
You
No
know.
vinegar, no
You are
hot
so
sauce.
silly.
Come on,
Yeah.
bro.
The
So
mac and
I was-
cheese.
So she was making this. I was following her on social. I'm like, damn, I wish I could motherfucking cook like that. Like, I just cannot throw down. So my guy loves. When I tell you loves,
Soul food.
no,
Okay.
he loves peach cobbler.
Okay.
And she would be the only one. I was like, can you make me a peach cobbler?
Did you try to pretend like it was yours?
No, I told
That was my next question.
that nigga knew I could cook that. So I would go pick him up. This is when this is in the beginning when you like,
Oh
that
yeah, you
person.
trying to impress him.
I was, and then he had special request. Tell her to add a little bit more cookie.
Because I would make a brown sugar cookie crust on top.
Oh my God.
So it'd be like a brown
Peach
sugar
cobbler
cookie.
is my favorite
Yeah.
dessert. I cannot wait.
And then I would do like extra crust
Let
on
me
the
tell
bottom.
you.
Let me
That
tell
peach
you, she
cobbler
made us
is
some
fire.
shrimp po' boys one time, and I haven't stopped talking about it.
I made shrimp
How
po'
is
boys
this
for you.
our first time hearing about you,
Gonna say,
bruh?
and you're saying you came from corporate.
Right.
Yes, so
So yeah,
how
what was
I
your
Uh-huh.
transition?
Chick-fil-A?
No.
Oh, why not about
enterprise,
that?
yeah. So my background's in finance, so I the goal was always to just stay in corporate America. But during COVID, that was kind of like my push for me. So growing up, my mom was like my biggest force behind cooking. She was
I'm
just
sorry, it's so good.
She
Bitch,
is
that
so
brisket.
funny.
Woo.
My
Okay.
mom was the cook. She
Okay.
was from the South. She passed away in 2018.
Oh.
And she was really my why for really doing my cookbook. Because she
Okay.
really, her dream was always to be in the food.
I
Because she
love
was a
that.
stay-at-home mom.
I love that.
But during COVID, half of my company was let go. And so I had a nice
Oh,
little chunk of
wow.
money saved up in my 401k. So I took my money after I published my cookbook and purchased my food truck.
Wow.
So once I purchased it, within my first year, it blew up. I paid off my truck.
Yes.
And I took the money I was making from my food truck and opened my restaurant.
Oh,
so,
I'm so
Wow.
happy.
Yeah,
I love
that's
that.
literally everything I did on my food truck, I took the money and put it right into my restaurant. So I didn't take loans out. Yeah,
That's amazing.
I used to be
It
so
was a lot. It was a lot.
I used to be so jealous. I would watch her. She would have her friends over, and I'm like, "Why I ain't get no invite for Taco Tuesday?"
My friends are so crazy. They would get so mad. They would be like, "Are we okay this week? Are you mad?" I'm like, "No, I can't have 15 friends over at all
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
My homegirls just think that."
So if I want you to cater Thanksgiving, what I need
So,
to do?
It was a plan for me to do catering this year, but I've been so busy with
Okay,
catering. So I'm
okay.
I'm not going to overwhelm myself for Thanksgiving. I'm just going to
That's
take
a
this
good
year
thing.
off.
Okay.
Oh,
Christmas.
wait, there was a little crust on top of that.
I know,
souffle.
yes, girl.
So the
I keep
souffle, I
biting.
made a a kind of a granola brown sugar
That was
crumble
a
on
little
top.
crust.
And honestly, y'all, I really threw this together
Girl,
a
everything
couple
is so
hours ago.
good.
Girl, well, we
Did
listen.
you see how she's standing on
You
that
see-
stove?
you-
No,
you're
I
right.
didn't. And those
You
are
see how
those
food
are
deprived we
homemade
are
sweet
over here.
potatoes.
We
I
eating.
boiled those. Everything's homemade.
All right.
I am enjoying
Girl,
this
this
food.
brisket, the way it's just.
I know it's all over your teeth too.
Thank you.
All right, we do have to get into shot o'clock though.
Yeah, we
We
got
do.
we got
But
like
I'm gonna
10,
still
15
I'm gonna
minutes.
still eat while we're doing
Okay.
it.
As we do. Okay.
Go ahead.
Let
Okay.
me give you guys your. You don't have to touch them, but
Okay.
let me at least
Oh,
give
you
them
wanna
to you guys.
Okay.
What's it?
But you can't bury gifts on top of the food.
All right.
No.
This is my type of girl.
So my love language is giving.
Oh,
Mine too.
I love
I think it's a
it.
Gemini. shot thing.
I think so. I don't
love
know.
giving
I
gifts.
do.
This is true.
I don't like to like.
I like to receive
yeah,
them too, but
but I'm like that giver.
I love
but
to
you guys
give them.
don't have a little-
Cute.
Girl, I'm a hoodie. I love me a hoodie.
Yes, I'm
Right.
so excited.
Thank you.
Girl,
That's
we
so
should all
sweet.
wear them going to the restaurant. Be the
Yes,
Right.
be extra as hell. Yes, we will.
No, seriously.
Thank
I
you
love it.
so
much.
You can put them right.
Yeah.
Can I put them just down?
Yeah, put them right
Sorry,
there.
y'all. I really wanted to get a cute bag, but I did not have
No,
time.
no. They're so
We
perfect.
love it. We're good.
So what's the
I
shot
love it.
today?
Okay, so our shot today.
Oh, what? Chris cracking up at me. I'm
you're
sorry,
right.
that was a weird transition.
Listen,
Yeah,
it's
let
all
me get
good.
my
I know. Thank you so much, Camilah. This is everything. The
No,
food is
thank you.
amazing. Thank you for the
You're
hoodies.
so
Thank you for
welcome.
even being
You're so
here. We're going to keep going. But we're going to get into these shots right now. I did an oatmeal cookie shot. It's like my little,
Sorry, Janine.
That's your go-to shot.
that's my go-to shot. Is it still stuff in my teeth?
No.
Okay, great. It's my go-to shot, but today I did the dairy-free version because no dairy November for me, which I just cheated a little bit, you guys. Don't judge me. But for this shot, it is Goldschlager, which is a cinnamon liqueur, butterscotch schnapps, and it's normally Bailey's, but Bailey's has milk in it, so I did the almond milk version of Bailey's, and that's the shot. So
Well, as we saw, that was like great.
We
it was
lost a light?
really great. Oh, sorry.
What happened there?
Ooh, there we go.
It was really great in
It
our.
was really great in the
in our
pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
Cocktail. So hopefully this is just as amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all ready to take these?
Yes.
I
And
don't want to take no shot. I want to eat my
I want to
food.
finish my food.
bitch, y'all better take these shots.
It's gonna be my first time tasting this.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if I can reach.
Can you
I
reach
got
it?
a lot going on. Okay, thank you. I'm
You
not
know,
taking the whole thing.
black folks be quiet when they eat good.
Sure.
Right.
So serious.
We're gonna play that game and be done because this is
Sorry, guys. It's the brisket.
right.
All of it. All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy Thanksgiving, I
Thank
guess.
you.
And
Happy
Friendsgiving.
Friendsgiving.